They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Saints at 500, sitting at 5-5. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side of the offense. They'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye. And ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third.
Lawrence. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. On play action, Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We go!
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
Keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Jaguars 14, Saints 6.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You better than this.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but
and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. This one taken in by Olave. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. The Jaguars are going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He completes it to Olave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball on second down. Incomplete.
The time left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and coming up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them win. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. ETN once more. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route. and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamal Agnew, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
Touchdown, Saints!
Chris Olave
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Once with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with ETN. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And in the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw a touchdown strike.
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Another toe for ETN.